Tonight's Coaches Show with Penn-Trafford coach John Ruane is presented by the Ground Round near the Westmoreland Mall in Greensburg. Whether it's specialty burgers and sandwiches, one-of-a-kind fajitas, or one of their homemade dinners, we've got what you like at the Ground Round.
Welcome back to the pregame show here on the Westmoreland Sports Network. It's now time for the Coaches Show, presented by the Ground Round in Greensburg. The Ground Round, we've got what you like. Joined as we are by head coach John Ruane of the Penn-Trafford Warriors. And, Coach, congratulations on another win last week against Latrobe. And you guys went up 14-0 after Sam Guzik caught a pass, fumbled into the end zone. Tyler Bruno able to jump on it. I guess, when you're playing so well, a little luck is nice to have on your side sometimes, huh?
Yeah, I think that was more of Tyler Bruno just being a hustle guy. I mean, he's been the Johnny on the spot a few times this year. He actually caught a ridiculous tip ball third down at McKeesport. He runs to where he's supposed to be, and that's a product of him just playing the play out. I mean, and that's twice that's happened, and we make sure we showed that on film to everybody, and this is what happens when you're where you're supposed to be and good things happen, and he's proved that. I mean, he's a heck of a hustle guy, and just a little element to what our success has been all about.
Last week you mentioned that Devin Austin had maybe the best game of his career, or 2 weeks ago against Altoona. I mean, would you say the same thing about Jonah Liston last week? I mean, you really were able to kind of ride him throughout the game and allowing Devin to maybe get a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, we have really high expectations for Jonah. We just haven't unleashed him, I guess, so to speak, yet. But he's a really good downhill runner, physical and fast, and I think as he keeps getting more carries, he's going to get better and better, and I think he showed that last week. He's a great compliment to Devin. With him starting on defense, he's not going to carry as much of a load as Devin, obviously, but certainly a great compliment to have, and he can do everything. We don't skip a beat when he's in there.
Yeah, and Coach, being that you've been up in a lot of games so far this season, you've had a chance to get some other guys in on the act, including quarterback Cam LaFoon is back up at quarterback. Can you talk about how his progression is going? He's been able to see some time here in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. We were really excited because Friday night was the first time we got everybody in the roster in the game, and we did it for most of the fourth quarter, which was, as a coach, you can't ask for anything more. These guys work their butts off, and to be able to reward all of them like that is awesome from my standpoint. But Cam, we have high expectations from him. He's a LaFoon, and he's our fourth one actually with their cousin Lou. They've all been really productive for us, and he's progressing as we want him, and we think he's going to have a good future.
Absolutely. And Coach, looking forward now to this coming week's game against Hempfield. I mean, definitely a team that's turned things around under head coach Bowen. Can you talk about some of the problems that they will pose for you, both offensively and defensively?
Yeah, they've had some tough luck offensively. They've moved the ball very well, just haven't finished down inside the red zone for whatever reason, but they're certainly capable. Walter's their quarterback, is a big-time dual-threat guy. I think he accounted for 7 touchdowns or something crazy like that against Kiski. He runs, he throws. I mean, he's certainly a dynamic player for them, so we're definitely going to have to keep our eyeballs on him and get him to the ground. But they play fast. They play no huddle. They play up-tempo, which is always difficult on a defense. And then defensively, they bring a ton of heat, and that's always a problem. So we got to have our eyes up and picking up blitzes or they can get us in the backfield.
Yeah, and you kind of took the words out of my mouth with the next question. I mean, certainly it seems as if Daniel Walters is, the guy for them offensively and what he can do both through the air and on the ground. So anything special that you guys will employ to try to kind of take him out of the game or at least limit what he can do?
No, I mean, we don't really get into spying or any of that kind of stuff. We just have to play our game. We have to change the line of scrimmage and make him make decisions faster than he's accustomed to. And, like I said, our tackling has to be great. We can't miss because he'll make us pay for it. So we're not going to go crazy changing anything, but definitely have a key on him.
Right, and Coach, you also mentioned about how well they've been able to move the ball at times, and even against McKeesport, they were able to possess it for long periods of time. Is it important for you guys to be able to hold on to the ball offensively as well, which is something that you guys have done well too throughout the year?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously the best way to keep them from scoring is for us to do our thing and not let them have the football. But putting points on the board is good too in that regard. So we want to play from ahead, make them one-dimensional, but ultimately that's a good thing, is to keep them off the field.
Well, Coach, thanks so much as always. I mean, we appreciate the time, and good luck against the Spartans.
Thank you very much.
The Coaches Show here, presented by the Ground Round in Greensburg. The Ground Round, we've got what you like. Back with more in a moment on the pregame show here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.